Can you hear me now? Are we live? All right, everybody, we do apologize for that. We had a brawn out here right as the start of this race happened. We had two, oh no, we had two brawn outs yesterday. Oh no, Hook's just breaking his car. Popped a ball cup, it looks like.
Oh man, unfortunate break there for
That's gonna be, he's gonna miss his throwaway ROM. He's back in it, but yeah, he's out. His car is broken. It is broken. We do apologize for that, everybody. Beyond our, we had a brawn out here, and we do apologize for that. Very, very sorry for that, everybody. No, we had a power outage, Rimfire. We do apologize for that. We had a power outage, and right as it started. Now it's very frustrating when it's out of our. It's very frustrating when it's out of our control. Martin Bayer out front, followed by Danny Chavez, Jeff Stackwitz, Nolan Manchester, AJ Moresco, top 5, Chad Smith in 6th, Max Gotzo 7th, Dalton Hashberger 8th, and Brady Carico 9th. Hooks was out there flying. He has the fastest lap of the race, but had a breakage and had to pull off. We do absolutely apologize for that. Completely out of our control just now. Danny, thank you to Danny Pass for getting everything worked back out. And trust me, I was very frustrated just now. We strive ourselves and trying to bring you guys some of the best coverage out there, and we hate it when it happens out of our control.
Okay. Start over. Martin, 17.5 expert stock TQ. Doing good this morning.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good run. I was just driving without any mistake. I had little bubble over there, but it was okay, and the car was really awesome, and was good.
All right, well, good luck in round 2. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
Back to you guys.
All right, so we're on our first heat of Team Associated two-wheel drive modified buggy. Up first is from Canada, Brady Johnson, followed by Nick Southall, Tristan Neal, Miller Freud, Jeffrey Kaufman, Kyle Wilson, Adam Corey, Darren Keynes, Chris Marcy, and Quincy Atkins not making the trip here. Once again, I do apologize, guys, for the.
You need to make sure that. That's why I looked up at you and asked if it was on before we started. I cannot tell. I cannot tell. It is on. Yeah. I noticed that. You have to be green. Okay, so when it's green, you there. Okay. Battery's good. This is right. All right. I have to run to the gas station. Get some supplies. It'll be about 10 minutes.
All right, so Trish Neal, the engineer from Schumacher out front, making the trip over with the Schumacher crew from jolly old England. Where's Aidan Breck and the Emperor of Everything, Martin Owen, cheering on their fellow Englishman? I'd love to see Martin and Aidan make the trip over here next year. It would be awesome. If they're listening, put it on your list. And out front now, Brady Jensen from Canada. We're actually following our leader now. Brady Johnson, sorry, I thought that was Trish for a second, but Brady Johnson out in that red and yellow car. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We do apologize once again for the shutdown during that race. It was absolutely beyond our capacity. It was not our fault. And thank you for joining us back in the chat. We greatly appreciate it.
2 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Nick right now with the race lead. Got a half a second lead there up on Brady, who's in at number 2 spot. Jeffrey Kaufman in at number 3. Kaufman right now 1.9 seconds back of the
Nick Saltal right there in that all-white car has taken over the lead.
4, Adam Curry in the 5.
So there's Nick. He is throwing on the fastest lap of the race with a 17.5. 17.4 for Nick. So Brady Johnson, Jeffrey Coleman, Adam Corey now up to that third spot. Miller Freud in 4th, Chris Marcy in 5th.
Nick right now out in front, got a 7-second lead up on Brady.
So it's Nick, Brady, Adam, Miller, Chris, Tristan, Kyle, Jeffrey, Darren Kane's the top 9. Quincy Atkins not making the race.
Miller Freud holding on to number 4, Chris Marcy in that 5. Chris Neal in at number 6 spot. Kyle Wilson in the 7. Kaufman Brady Haynes in the 9. Nick on the 17.508, 2.5 seconds up on Brady, who's in the 2.
All right, so Nick still out front. He's currently on a 17.508 pace, followed by Brady Johnson, Adam Corey, Miller Freud, Tristan Neal. This is the 2023 Florida Carpet Championships. We thank you all for joining in. You can follow us on the WRCE YouTube page, as well as the Florida Carpet Championships and Elite RC Production Facebook pages, and we are live on YouTube on WRCE. Thank you all for joining us. This is our first heat of the Team Associated two-wheel drive modified buggy. We are currently on our leader, Nick Saltao, in that all-white car with green wheels. Nick throwing on the fastest lap of this race of a 17.4. Long lap for Nick, a 21.6. He's currently on a 17.511 pace. I want to thank all of our people watching out there in the interwebs. We do this for you guys. If you're on the fence of coming to this race at some point, don't be on the fence. Let's go. Come down and race here in Florida next weekend. We got 10 seconds left in this race, and Nick is out there in a comfortable lead. Behind him is Canadian Brady Johnson, followed by Adam Corey. The UK is Trish Neal, making it back up to 4th. But Nick has a 6.9 second lead over Brady, and Nick looking to take the win and set that early TQ pace. But he has a plethora of fast guys coming behind him. John L says, big shout out to Nick Saltao, Andrew Skrekovic, and Traction Action Crew from New York. Am I saying Nick's name correctly? Absolutely smash that like button, everybody. Again, hello, Mr. Bin Mohammed. How is Noah? Is he watching? John L says close enough. All righty, up next is race number 15 of 29. Race 2, this is the Team Associated two-wheel drive modified buggy. Up next we have Paul Wynn, Juan Lopez, Antonia Kowalski, the female racer for S-Works coming over from Austria. Team Associated team manager BT, Brent Thalke, Jason Rono of J Concepts, Tyler Marcy, David Alberico, Rhett McNair representing Texas, Paul Sicarello, and Tristan Hackle also making the trip over from Austria to see Tristan. Always great to see not just pro drivers coming over for this race, but non-pro drivers as well. So thank you to S-Works for all their support. And this is your two-wheel drive modified buggy brought to you by Team Associated.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Everybody, we have 95 people watching, and please
All right, you're
smash
starting with
that
Jimmy
like
Paul,
button.
followed by
Yes,
Juan,
Chad, we bumped up the volume on the microphone,
Jason,
and also Chase
Tyler,
needs to talk
David,
on the
Brett,
microphone a little bit
Paul,
closer.
and Tristan. Park them in the corner, guys. Park them in the corner. No more laps, please.
All right, so we get ready to get started on this 5-minute qualifier. Remember, there are 2 qualifiers today, 2 coming tomorrow, followed by Super Pole. So I'm guessing we're scheduled to be out of here quite early today. It's only 11:15, and we are almost through the two-wheel drive section of this race, of this qualifying.
Yeah.
Starting on pole would be J Concepts right-hand man, Paul Wynn.
I cannot buy they don't have one that feed the entire monitors for the essential system, so we don't lose, even though like you lose your monitor here.
All right. Paul went on the toner best with 3 names. Juan, Antonia, Brent, Jason, Tyler.
All right, so we are on board with Paul Wynn in that black and yellow Team Associated J Concepts. Paul Wynn, an accomplished on-road racer, out here racing against the big boss, Jason Runner, also in this race. BT out front, though, right now. Let's follow BT. He's our first place. He's coming across the line, white and red. When you get a chance.
Well, they're only separated by 0.2 of a second.
All right, so we are on board with our leader.
Keegan now gonna move up to that 18-lap pace.
As soon as he finds him, now not our leader has actually dropped down to 7th.
Two-wheel drive modified buggy brought to you
Paul Ciccarello taking over the lead right now. That's Paul right there in that all green car. Used to seeing him in yellow. And for those of you asking, yes, that is the new X-Ray two-wheel drive that he's driving. I'm told. Paul getting it up on 2 wheels. And he's actually dropped down to 4th as Rhett McNair. There's Rhett McNair representing Texas Racing Schumacher now, I'm told. Ooh, Rhett cutting it. Ooh, that's a good line through there for Rhett. That's a 17-3 for him. Paul Ciccarello currently in 2nd. Paul Wynn 2nd. Tristan Hackle up to 4th. David Albarquico up to 5th. BT in 6th. Antonio Kowalski, Jason Runner, Juan Lopez, Tyler Marcy. Brett looking very fast out there right now. That was a 17-8 for Brett. Paul right behind him with a 17-2. They are separated by 0.2 of a second. Brett getting run. That's going to allow Chicky by. Let's follow that green car. There we go. Let's try and keep these 2 cars in shot. Now I believe Ciccarello is going to take over the lead as Rhett has a very bad lap. No. Let's see when Paul Wynn now to the lead. So there's Paul. Nope, that's Jason. Sorry. There's Ciccarello in that all green car. Sorry, just trying to get control of these cars. They're going so fast. So that is currently Paul Ciccarello. And there is Paul Wynn, who's currently our leader. Paul coming by for 18 flat, so that's a long lap for him. BT back up to the point. BT up to the lead. Brent Tauke taking that lead, coming all the way back from 7th. They have 1 minute and 48 seconds left to go in this race. Paul Wynn currently in 2nd. Let's see what happens when he comes across the line. There we are in that white and red car of Brent Thalke. Over the ski jump, avoiding some damage, avoiding some intimate damage there as he comes down. That is a 17-4. He's on a 18 lap 5:17 for BT. He's absolutely flying. And there we see BT.
Kelsey on the top right-hand side of the track here. He comes in through the
BT going through that chicane down the straightaway. Let's see what type of lap time. A 17.4. Still on an 18.5.17. It's Stelky, Ciccarello, Wynn, Alberico, and Kowalowski, your top 5. BT looking very dialed out there right now.
race number 15 on the track, race 16 coming up next.
That was a 17.2 for BT. He has fast lap of 17.1 set on lap 9. So BT, after dropping down after some bad laps, has definitely found some impressive pace. He's currently the only one on an 18 lapper. This is race number 2 of 4 for the Team Associated two-wheel drive modified buggy class. Right into four-wheel drive after this. There's Christian Hackel right behind him, making a trip from Austria. But it's all about Team Associated and their manager, Brent Dalkey, having fun here racing at the Florida Carpet Championships. Smack talking me, even though we're not in the same class. Said he's super impressed with my driving. Not really. Brent Dalkey, David Alberico, Paul Wynn, Paul Ciccarello, Rhett McNair. So BT looking to go 18 laps. The only one going 18 laps. He just dropped that down a second. He's now on an 18.5.16. So great run for BT after having some big mistakes in the beginning. And he is going to come across the loop here short. Ooh, almost getting it wrong there. BT for 17.5. He's going to finish with an 18.5.16. Well done to BT. Followed by David Alberico, Paul Wynn, Paul Ciccarello, Rhett McNair, and Tony Kowalski. Nick Salto still holding on to that 7th spot. Tristan Hackel in 8th. Juan Lopez in 9th. And Brady Johnson running off your top 10. Good job, BT. Up next is the penultimate heat of the Team Associated two-wheel drive modified buggy. We have some fast dudes in here. We have Jorn Nohat Nauman, Aaron Kaufman, Mitza Wiedermeyer, Brennan Schimmel, Big Joe Bornhorst, reigning current two-wheel drive world champion Taylor Sontag, Floridian Kai the Hatman Golf, Moritz Lottenbach coming over representing for LRP, Julian Oliveris, another fast Floridian, and Braxton Cully representing the great state of Missouri. We hope you guys are enjoying the coverage. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're watching on Facebook, hit the like button. Share this out there. We have 151 people left to go. Who are you guys picking to take the win in this race? Will somebody pip BT? Jorn Newman, a very fast racer, kind of struggling here this weekend. But let's see how he does with qualifying coming up here next. Newman, actually not from America, he's from Germany. So we need to get that changed. So we have 3 Germans in this race. We got Joseph cheering on Schimmel. Knocking Futz. Man, that is, oof. I like that name. Alrighty, we have nobody chatting in the Facebook land. So if you're chatting, if you're in the Facebook land, just give us a hi, say hello, hit that like button. Thank you for going over to the Elite RC Productions and hitting that like button as well. Stay tuned to that Facebook page for more big announcements as we go on. Rimfire says, I'm going to call Kaufman, Jorn. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Kaufman has been extremely fast all weekend, so not a bad pick. But right now we are following Jorn Noman. Claims to be 55 years old. Looks like he's 25. And that S-Works ride. So, Jorn Newman up and over that roller. That was a 17.2. Kaufman out there throwing on a fast lap. Sontag with a 16.9. So Sontag out to the top spot right now. Nelson Garcia cheering on Floridian Julian Oliveris. Let's find Taylor Sontag. He's coming over the big ski jump now. There's Taylor Sontag. He backs it up with a 17.0. That's a 16.9 for Taylor. He's currently on an 18.505 pace. Jorn Newman right behind him. Joe Bornhorst is making a big move. A 16.4. Actually, Joe has the fastest lap of the race right now. Mitza Wiedermeyer in 4th. Julian Oliveris up to 5th. Joe Bornhorst up to 5th now. Bornhorst and Taylor just switching that. There we have Bornhorst and Taylor both on the track. This is actually the battle for 1st and 2nd. Taylor currently in 1st. Bornhorst in second. Oh, Tater getting it wrong. Big spill for Tater. That's going to give the lead to Joe Bornhorst.
Bobble here from Fontaine. It's going to give the top spot here.
Bornhorst having a bobble over the big ski jump.
Coming on the front straightaway.
Bornhorst having a bobble in the straightaway too. Now Jorn Newman back to point. So Jorn Newman coming across the line now.
18.505. Julian in the number 2 spot. 18.508.
Let's find Jorn Newman. He's currently your leader. Jorn Newman just coming up over the, coming through the U shape right now.
Away 18.504. Misha in that number 2 spot. Julian working that number 3. Aaron Coffin out to the 3.
There's Jorn Newman right there in that S-Works. Over the ski jump, we see Jorn in that S-Works. So it's S-Works, TLR. With Newman, Whittemeyer, Kaufman, Braxton Cully, Julian Oliveira is your top 5. Jorn immigrating to America apparently this weekend. As he goes on up and over the double, over to the big ski jump. He's currently on an 18.506. Behind him is his German countryman and teammate on S-Works, Mitza Whittemeyer, who's on a 18.508. So Jorn's car looking very good right now. He's not making mistakes. He's been in these positions many, many times. He seems to be rejuvenating his career at 55 years old, he tells me. And he comes across the line, and that is a 17.1 for Jorn. Still on an 18.506. Mitza right behind him by 0.5 of a second. Braxton Colley 2.9 back of him. Oliveira is 0.2 back. Moritz Lautenbach 0.5 back. Schimmel, Bornhorst, Kaufman, and Sontag your top 9. Kai Goff unfortunately out after 8 laps. Unfortunate for Kai. Somebody cheering on. We got Cameron Lee cheering on Braxton Cully. He's having a solid run. Moritz Lautenbach and Julian Oliveira switching over to 3rd and 4th. Jorn Newman, though, still out front. 18.505. Mitza just 0.7 of a second back of Jorn. Jorn has Tater Sontag all in his rear view mirror. Behind him is Braxton Cully. Jorn Newman looking very good up there as he goes. Of course, that roller making easy work of this horseshoe. Over that small double, through the ski jump. Comes through this dog leg, over the exalt hump, through the chicane, and powering down the straightaway. That's a 16.8 for Jorn. So S-Works having finding some speed later here in qualifying. I'm joking about Jorn, by the way. Jorn up and over that tabletop, making easy work through this horseshoe. And he is looking quite solid. He is on an 18.505. Let's see what type of lap time this is going to be. Last time was a 16.9. 17 flat, so he did lose some time, but not much. Mitza having a long lap here. He's now dropped 3.4 seconds back of Jorn Newman. So Jorn in that orange and red S-Works. 16.7 for Jorn. So Jorn Newman going to set that early TQ pace with a 16.7, 18.505, followed by Mitza Whittemeyer, Julian Oliveira, Brandon Schimmel jumping up to that 4th spot, Braxton Colley, Joe Bornhorst, Brent Ducky still hanging on to 7th, Tater Sontag, Aaron Kaufman, David Alborico. Sergio, I was joking. I was talking to Jorn yesterday. I said, how old are you, like 45? He goes, no, 55. Because he's been racing for so long. He only looks like he's 25. But a great run for Jorn. Let's see if he can hold on for a top 9. If that's because we have some absolute flying fast guys coming up next. Mikhail Orlowski, your top seed in seeding, followed by the Viking, David Ronnefolk, Brock Champling, Spencer Rifkin, Bruno Coelho, Daniel Kobovic, Brandon Foote, Lee Setzer, Ryan Cavallari, and Dakota Fenn. Absolutely great run for him, Rimfire. 189 people and only 28 likes. This is pretty ridiculous, guys. Let's smash that like button.
Brandon Foote, Lee Setzer, Dakota Fenn, Michael Orlowski,
He is from Germany. All right, so let's get out on the warm-up action, please, there, Gene.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, race number 17 on the track, getting them checked in. Car marshal should already be out here in position.
David is looking very good in carpet right now in X-ray. Uh-oh.
All right, guys.
Is that Kobovic? Kobovic having his dad going to do something.
Followed by Ronafalk, Champlin, Rivkin, Coelho.
Kobovic coming in for some quick fixes. Looks like he's tightening up his slipper clutch a little bit. There's Kobovic's dad right there. Kobovic from Norway.
Well, guys, line them up, please. Ready to go.
Hello, Matt Keene. How are you?
Orlowski on the tone. Left
All right, so the Punisher about to start this off. Let's follow that green and white car of the man from Poland, Michał Orlowski.
Foot, Spencer, Cav, and Finn.
So Orlowski, Ronafalk, and Coelho all having a big battle last night. Orlowski coming out with a 16.7, Coelho a 16.5, Ronafalk a 17.4. So Coelho currently out front. Orlowski out in that green and blue. Currently in second, Coelho X-Ray. So we have the age-old European battle right here, Schumacher versus X-Ray. Just like we have the age-old battle as team associated with TLR. Well, this is the European version. We are on board with that orange car of Coelho, who's now down in second. Both Michał and Bruno on a 19-lap pace. Let's follow Bruno for a little while. Multi-time world champion. As he powers on the straightaway for 16.5, he's now so close to, I don't even know what to call that in decimal points. 0.009. Dakota Fenn now up to third. Brock Champlin, David Ronafalk in fifth. Cavallari sixth. Lee Setter seventh. Brendan Foote eighth. Kobovic in ninth and Rivkin in 10th. Michał still in front. He's currently on a 19.5.14. Wow. Orlowski and Coelho are absolutely tied right now. Exact times. They have blankness separating them. Now it's 0.2 of a second. As Orlowski throws on a 16.3 just now. Coelho for 16.6. Fenn back there for 17.1 last time around. Champlin in fourth. Setzer now up to fifth. So it's Schumacher, X-Ray, TLR, Schumacher, and Schumacher. But we are following the Polish Punisher, Michał Orlowski, who will be back here for the 12-scale Worlds in December. Thousandths, that's it. You got it. Orlowski looking unfazed right now. Bruno 4/10 back of him. Let's see. Orlowski coming by the loop now. That was a long 16.7 for him. Let's see what Coelho can do when he comes across the line. That's a 16.6, so he's now 3/10 back. Fenn, 16.4 last time by. Oh no. Brock Champlin now up into that third spot. So it's Schumacher, X-Ray Schumacher. Coelho, a Schumacher sandwich right now. We are following Michał Orlowski. Let's see if we can show some love to Bruno and Brock. Brock currently and Bruno embroidered in a battle. Bruno for 16.4. Brock for 16.6. Fenn for 16.3. Cavallari 16.5. Lee Setzer Rivkin. Brandon Foote, Ronafalk not looking too sharp with 1 minute and 37 seconds left to go. He was on fire in seeding yesterday. Oh wow, we are on board with Brock Champlin and that Schumacher. Right behind him is Coelho. They are 1 and 2 on the track. Coelho. There we see Coelho just in front. Coelho right in front of Brock Champlin right now. They are right in front of each other on the track as well as on the board. This is our battle for second right now going on. There we see Coelho, your multi-time world champion, Brock Champlin. America's probably one of the best guys in carpet in the world. Uh-oh, Coelho getting a little bit froggy. And he loses it, and he gets that position back from Brock. So we are following Bruno Coelho and Orlowski as we come across the loop. Wow, Orlowski back to the race lead. But Bruno Coelho and Brock are battling it out in the end. This is the closest battle we have. There's Bruno getting a little bit twitchy off that ski jump through the exalt hump, through the chicane. Let's see when they go by now. Coelho at 16.8. They are, wow, Brock is 3 seconds back. Bruno 7/10 of a second back of Orlowski. It's going to be tight at the end here, 8/10 now. Orlowski for 16.4. That's Bruno in that orange and white. Bruno for 16.6, 8/10 back of Orlowski. Wow, this is absolutely flying. Right now you see Bruno in that orange. Good job by Brandon Foote getting on the, oh no, Bruno getting it wrong. Over that hump. Turn Marshall going to have a hard time getting to him. And that's going to ruin Bruno's times, absolutely. He's going to drop down Brock Champlin up to second. Mikhail Orlowski, the Polish Punisher, taking TQ of round one. I better go down there and get some interviews. Well done, Orlowski.
Yo, 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 yo. All right, we're here with Orlowski. What a wild first qualifier, right?
Yeah, I mean, the traffic was crazy. It was probably like 6 or 7 cars into the corner. So it was like 2 minutes to go, and I was a few meters behind that pack, and I was just hoping that I'll be able to. I couldn't slow down because I was so close to Bruno. I was hoping that I'll be able to finish the run before I get to them, but obviously my pace was a little bit better, and yeah, my car felt awesome, but I don't know how I got through that 6 cars. They're crashing on the right side. So yeah, a little bit of luck, but I also tried to be really precise with where I put my car, trying to get through that traffic. And yeah, the car was absolutely brilliant. So we'll keep it the same for the next one. I guess we'll be probably similar start with the traffic with the lap time not being so long, and yeah, the pace that we have at the front is a little bit quicker than the guys in the back. So I'm hoping that yeah, I'll be able to manage to get through traffic again.
Yeah, it looked intense. I was watching you when the tone went off, and you just took a big deep breath. I mean, that must have been a lot of work getting through that, you know. But great job, and we look forward to seeing what you can do in round 2.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Back to you guys.
All right, we are back with the J Concepts Indy 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy. We heard some words from Brock Champlin. Thank you, Chase. From Mikhail Orlowski. I don't know why I have Brock Champlin in my brain. But we have Michael Kreiner, Victor Santana, Robert Smith, Eduardo Rodriguez, Joey Lawrence, Michael Dickinson, no star from Alan Fawley or Kevin Ramos.
Robert Smith in the number 3, Eduardo in the 4, Joey Lawrence in the 5.
That was a great battle between Brock and Coelho, but Coelho getting it wrong in the end. (13.5) four-wheel drive buggy, heat 1 of 5. (190 people). 190 people watching. Let's hit that like button. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in the chat. We are currently following our leader, Michael Kreiner. We are up next. We are following Victor Santana from Puerto Rico.
2 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Victor Santana right now with a 4-10 in the second lead. You're up on Mike Kreiner in that number 2 spot. Robert Smith in that number 3. Eduardo working the 4. Joey Lawrence in the 5. Michael in the number 6. Race 18 on the track. Race number 19 going to be coming up next.
Michael Kreiner, Victor Santana, Robert Smith, Edward Rodriguez, Joey Lawrence.
Number 2 spot.
Right now we're following Michael Kreiner. He's currently on a 15.503 pace. Victor Santana, Robert Smith, Eduardo Rodriguez, Joey Lawrence, Michael Dickerson, Alan Farley, and Kevin Ramos.
Number 2 spot. 14.501 to a 14.503.
There we see, I believe that is Michael Kreiner getting a bit wrong.
Eduardo in at number 4. Joey Lawrence in the 5. Michael Dickerson in the 6.
One minute left.
4 minutes down, 1 minute left to go. Victor Santana right now leading the way. Got a 6.9 second lead up on Mike Kreiner, who's in that number 2 spot. Robert Smith in that number 3, 7.2 seconds back of the 2. Eduardo holding on to the 4. Joey Lawrence in the 5. Michael Dickerson in the 6. Victor Santana, 14.5 flat. Kreiner at a 14.512. Robert Smith in that number 3 spot at a 14.518. I need a little bit of volunteer marshal help after this one. As only have 6 racers in this one, 6 racers. Need a little bit of volunteer marshal help. Alan Foley, I know you're here, but you've not ran any 4-wheel drive laps. Alan Foley, do I need to pull you out of this class? Oh, man, that's hard. That's a hard hit.
Done. Eduardo Rodriguez done. Michael Kreiner done.
Waiting on Robert Smith, Joey Lawrence, Michael Dickerson. One of them hit the wall pretty hard down there.
Robert
I think
Smith
that might have
done.
been Robert Smith. Nope, wasn't Robert Smith.
Joey Lawrence done.
There's Joey Lawrence. Got Michael Dickerson we're waiting on. Is he the one to smack the wall, or is he already done? All right, guys, looks like everybody is done as a race. Victor Santana going to take the race win, 14.502. All right, race number 19 coming up next, guys. Can I please have a little bit of volunteer marshal help, please? Can I have a couple of volunteers
1
to help
minute
me
the start
out?
of the race.
I only had 6 in that last race.
Patrick Zinnert.
Looks like Ryan Caballari going to be representing Team Schumacher. He's going to stay out and help. Thank you, Ryan.
Hector Cordero.
Turn marshals coming out, please. Turn marshals to the track.
Carlos Santiago. Misael Rivera. Rafael Quinones. Jason Roper. "30 seconds to the start of the race. C. Dobson. Sticks Bailey. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Looks like I'm missing some marshals over here on this left-hand side.
Less than 5.
Yes, and one marshal on the top left. One marshal, top left, please. Can I have one volunteer? One marshal in the middle and the back. Middle and the back. Can I have one volunteer, please? Can I get one volunteer marshal? One volunteer, please. Just need one marshal. Get this one underway. One person, please. One person. Here we go. Thank you. Raphael, you're going to go on the tone, followed by C, Sticks, Jason, Hector, Carlos, Patrick, and Meisel. Is that right? Meisel? Close enough. Raphael, on the tone, lesson 5. C, Sticks, Jason, Hector, Carlos, Patrick, and Rivera. And we're off and run race number 19 now underway. Race number 20 coming up next. Alan Foley, if you're in the building, please come to timing and scoring. Alan Foley, if you're in the building, please come to timing and scoring. Alan Foley. .430 left to go, 4:30 remaining. Hector right now leading away, 15.509. Jason Roper in that number 2 spot, 15.509 as well. Rafael Quiones right now leading the way, 15.508. Jason Roper in the number 2 spot, 14.515. C. Dobson in that number 2 spot, 1.6 seconds back at the 2. Sticks Bailey holding on to the 4, 1.6 seconds back at the 3. .130 down, 3:30 left to go. 1:30 down, 3:30 remaining. All right, you're 2 minutes down, 3 minutes left to go. Rafael Quiones right now with a 3-second lead here up on C. Dobson, who's in the number 2 spot. Hector holding on to that number 3 spot. Jason Roper working at 4. Sticks Bailey holding on to the 5. A little bit of a long lap here for Rafael. There he is coming across the line, 14.502. New race leader, C. Dobson to the top of the leaderboard. Hector going to come right across the line. He's going to take it away. Hector now to the top of the leaderboard. It's Hector, C. Rafael. They're only separated by 1.1 seconds here. 2:30 down, 2:30 remaining. Jason Roper working at number 4 spot. Sticks Bailey in the 5. Carlos Santiago in at number 6. Rivera holding on to the 7. Patrick in the 8. Just over 2 minutes left to go.
Two minutes left.
You're now 3 minutes down, 2 minutes left to go. Hector, C, Rafael, Sticks, and Carlos, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Jason Roper in the 6th spot. Rivera holding on to 7. Patrick in the 8. 1:40 left to go. Race 20 up next, race 20. One minute left to go. Hector and Rafael separated by 1 second here. As Rafael trying to close in on Hector for that top spot. Hector right now on a TQ run at a 15.517. C. Dobson into number 3. C 3.8 seconds back into 2. Carlos into number 4. Sticks 5. Rivera in at number 6. Patrick in a 7. Just over 20 seconds left to go. Hector, Rafael, C. Carlos, 6, your top 5. Rivera, 6. Patrick in the 7. Rafael trying to close the gap. Gap right now, 1.2 seconds.
C. Dobson done.
You okay, Marshall? Good?
Patrick Zinner done.
Guess so.
Sticks Bailey done.
All right, guys, racing back to the line. Y'all going to be done. Going to be close here between Rafael and Hector. Oh, long lap here for Rafael. This may be the break that Hector needs. Wait on Hector to come back to the line. Long lap for him as well. He'll edge him out. Hector going to hold on for top spot in TQ. 15.519. That is race, guys. Everybody is done. Race 19 in the books. Race number 20 going to be up next. Again, guys, we'll be taking a 1 hour lunch break after race number 29. 1 hour lunch break after race 29.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, guys, get our turn marshals out here, please. Marshals, come on out.
Chris Ferry, Raphael Sabatier, Cody Dayton, Andre Bellinger, Chris Hodge, Dennis Cubbage, Earl Berseman, Matthew. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All righty, guys, let's go ahead and let's get them lined up. It's going to be Chris on the tone, followed by Cody, Matthew, Chris Hodge, Dennis Cubbage, Earl, Raphael, Nick, and Andre. Should have all my marshals out here. Missing a marshal in the middle. I just need one marshal right here below timing and scoring. I have no marshal over here on my right-hand side either. Okay. There we go. Looks like Earl forgot to tighten his nuts. He's not very good with nuts. Here he comes. All right. Get you a deep breath, Earl. We'll turn you loose here. All right.
All right, guys, we are back. This is heat number 3 of 5 for the 13.5 four-wheel drive independent class, brought to you by J Concepts.
Cody Denton, Matthew, Chris Hodge.
Starting off front is Chris Ciafari,
Raphael,
followed by Cody Dayton, Matthew Martin, Chris Hodge, Dennis Cubbage, Earl Bersamin, Raphael Sabater, Nick Christopher, and Andre Bellinger.
Underway, race number 21 going to be coming up next.
All right, so we have that oh, getting it wrong, blue wheels. I think that's Raphael, who's currently in second.
Out on the track, presented by J Concepts. 5 heats here this weekend. Alan Foley, if you are in the building, please report the timing and scoring. Alan Foley, if you're in the building, please report the timing.
Raphael out to point.
I think
with
he
those
might
Puerto
be
Rican
getting
flag
his
colors.
intent that somebody would be kind enough to maybe get him and ask him to come time to go scoring. I greatly appreciate it. Alan Foley. Chris Safari right now leading the way at a 16.5.
Raphael now dropping down to that 7th spot as Chris Safari takes back over that top spot, followed by Chris Hodge, Matthew Martin, Andrew Ballinger, Cody Dentlin, and Raphael back up to 5th.
Andre now to the race lead, 16.5-17. Matthew Martin went across the line, 16.5-17. Matthew, Andre,
We are on board with Matthew Martin, who's currently in first. All red car, red wheels. Oh, getting a little bit wrong, getting into some lap traffic as he goes through the chicane.
You are now a minute 45 down, 3:15 left to go. Got a long lap there for Nick Christopher. I think he might have been that purple
20.1. Oh, Martin getting it wrong and going off to the side of the track.
16.5-18.
Cody Dayton now back up to that lead. He's on a 16.5-17 pace. Matthew Martin currently in second. Dayton,
On a 15.5.
and we are following
Raphael working that
Cody
number 3
Dayton.
spot, Matthew Martin in the
Actually, I
fourth,
thought it was Raphael Sabater earlier.
Just over 2 minutes left to go.
Cody got a bright car. That red ring probably helping him out a lot in the exalt corner. Blue wheels. So I do apologize. I thought this was Raphael Sabater with the
Cody
Puerto
Dayton,
Rican
Matthew,
colors.
Raphael, and Chris.
But it's Cody Dayton followed by Dennis Cobbage, Matthew Martin Raphael in fourth, and Chris Ciafari in fifth.
Nick Christopher in the eighth. 2 minutes left to go here in race 20, race number 21. Going to be coming up next.
Cody on a 16.5-19. He's going to take over that TQ spot. We have 2 more races left to go.
90 seconds remaining. 21 on the ramp, 22 in check, please. 22 in check. We will have a 1 hour lunch break, guys, after race 29.
Cody coming by the loop. A 19.5 for him. Cody, Dennis, Matthew, Chris, Raphael, and Chris all going faster than Hector Cordero, who set the early TQ pace.
Matthew Martin in that number 3 spot. Matthew currently 1.3 seconds back.
Chris Hodge currently in 6th on the track. 6th as well here. Uh-oh, Cody getting it wrong. Over there in no man's land. Going to be a long marshal for Cody.
45 seconds left to go. Looks like we got one broke there, unfortunately. 30 seconds remaining. Dennis Cubbage now up into the race lead. Cubbage going down that front straightaway. Cubbage been on the move here for the last.
Cubbage now out to first.
Finds himself top of the leaderboard at a 15.502. Safari holding on to that number.
We are
2
currently
spot.
following Cody Dayton.
Matthew Martin in the 4 and Raphael in that number 5.
And there is our current leader, Dennis, having a long lap. Oh, no. That was a long lap for Dennis. He dropped all the way down to 4th, 23.6, so he missed where he crashed. Chris Ciafari now back out to front. So it's going to Ciafari, Dayton, Martin, Dennis Cubbage, and Raphael Sabater in 5th.
Dennis going to finish up in that number. Waiting on to come back to the line. He'll finish up in the 4. Andre Dunn in the 6. Just waiting on the number 5, Raphael. Got some banners that need to be repaired on the back straightaway, please. Track crew, got banners need to be repaired on the back straightaway.
All right, so with that said, we're going to go to a commercial break as they do some track repairs out there. Congratulations.
guys, I'm AJ Marasco.
And I'm Kyle Go.
And we are Team
Team
Exalt.
Exalt.
Hey guys, so this weekend we are introducing our new Team Exalt products. First weekend with the new products with the batteries and the motors. This weekend I'm running just 17.5 Expert 200R buggy.
All right, guys, this is Kyle Go. We're here at Masters of Dirt weekend. I'm here with Team Exalt. We are unveiling our new Phoenix motors and our new X-rated batteries. I've opted for the 5700 in this truck, and as well as the new Phoenix 13.5. These products have been super helpful for me this weekend, running with the team, AJ, Kevin, getting stuff tuned in. This is definitely going to be something that you're going to want to have on your shelves at every hobby shop all over the country.
All right, everybody, we are on Heat 4 of the J Concepts Indy 13.5. We have Ross Gonzalez, James Kirby, Dagan Bledsoe, Jonah Martinez, Seth Payton, Tim Raskin, Ryan Joyce, Steven Hernandez, Kevin Castillo. What's up, Edwin Ortiz? Used to race with Rafa 20 years ago. Justin Hugland, how's the HB Heat Wave doing out there? Not too many HB cars. I think Cody and maybe one other guy I've seen them with. I'm not sure of his name.
James, Dagan, Jonah, Seth, Tim,
So we are on board with Ross Gonzalez.
Stephen, and Kevin. Here we go, race number 21 now underway, race number 22 coming up next.
James Kirby out front in that white car, as we see Ross Gonzalez making a mistake over the single. Oh, James just doing a 50-50 grind on the ski jump. Great marshalling. That's our first place car right there. No, actually, he's going to be in second now. Steven Hernandez, he should be coming across the loop shortly. Next car across the loop, there he is, that green car. So just hold on the ski jump. I think it's his blue car right here, Steven Hernandez. James back out to the lead. That's Jonah Martinez that we're following at the moment. James Kirby back out in the lead. He's on a 15.505 pace. And we are following Jonah Martinez, who also just wrecked. So Tim Raskin, I think, is going to take over your lead. If he does, he's a yellow and orange, and he does. So we're looking for the yellow and orange Losi. There we see Tim Raskin, who's now currently in the lead. Buenos dias, Densu. ¿Cómo está? Good morning, Cass RC. We are currently on board with our leader, Tim Raskin, a local here. As he goes through the hump through the horseshoe section. Around the Exalt corner, through the chicane and up around the berm.
250 down, 245 left to go. Tim Raskin right now with a 3-second lead up on Stephen Hernandez, who's in that number 2 spot.
So it's Raskin from Hernandez, Kevin Castillo, Jonah Martinez, Seth Payton, Dagan Bledsoe, Ryan Joyce, Ross Gonzalez, and James Kirby. Looks like he's out after 4 laps, so he must have had a break.
It's a tight line right now, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. As Dagan also working the 6th spot. Halfway there, races 2:30 down, 2:30 remaining. Tim Raskin right now with 4.4 second lead here up on Stephen Hernandez, who's in the 2.
Raskin making a mistake over the ski jump. That's going to cost him some time. He has a 4.4 second lead over second place Stephen Hernandez. Raskin Currently on a 15.504 pace. He is now in second behind Chris Safari overall.
3 minutes down, 2 minutes left to
Hernandez now 4/1000ths of a second back of Hernandez. Castillo now up in that third spot. Fourth is Peyton. Jonah Martinez in fifth.
3:15 down, 1:45 left to have 1:45 remaining. Race 21 on the track, race 22 to the ramp. Race 23 to check, please. 23 to check. Left to go.
90 seconds left to go in this race. Raskin still out front, but second overall. We got one more race of independent 13.5 to go. Hernandez, Martinez, Patton, Castillo, your top five.
Currently separated by 1.4 seconds. Patton holding on.
Hernandez 0.6 of a second back. Martinez up to the point. Now in second, 5/10 back of Raskin. We are still currently following Tim Raskin in that yellow and orange.
But he only has a half a second lead upon Martinez.
Jonah Martinez now making the, Raskin getting a big wrong. He's going to lose this lead if Jonah keeps it up. Long Marshall for Raskin.
Jonah Martinez now up to the top from the leaderboard.
That is going to drop him down to second as Jonah Martinez goes to the top of the leaderboard with 15.502. Raskin drops all the way down to fourth with that mistake. We are following Jonah Martinez. He will be coming across the loop now. He is the Aqua car. Yellow wheels, blue. There's Jonah Martinez right now, your current first place. He's embroiled in a battle with some lap traffic, getting through them, going over the ski jump. Jonah Martinez currently in front. He's on a 15.5 flat. Currently pipping Chris Diafari with 4 seconds left to go on the clock. Martinez getting it wrong. He's going to lose a lot of time. He might give, wow, just getting too aggressive. Getting too aggressive on the turn marshal. That's going to cost him a plethora of time. Seth Patton now going to inherit that first place. Seth Payton going to take the win. He's on a 15.503. He's going to be second overall to Steven Hernandez. Chris Ciafari out front, so it's Hernandez, Martinez, Raskin, Ryan Joyce, Kevin Castillo, Dagan Bledsoe, Ross Gonzalez, and James Kirby. That's your finishing position.
There we go, guys. That's the race. Everybody is done.
The race is completed.
You guys are fighting hard for every inch here. That leaderboard changing up almost every lap. Good job, guys. All right, guys, put your cars down, come out, grab a commercial spot. Race number 22 in the book, or 22 coming up next, race 23. We'll be moving towards ramp race 24.
1 minute to the start of the race. Gavin Zimmer, Alan Holliday, Jenny Roper, Russ Johnson, Matt Martin, Dylan Bontrager, Jordan Heffler, Brian Shoemate. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, let's get our turn marshals out here, please. Turn marshals
20
coming
seconds
out.
to the start of the race.
All right, up next in your last heat of the independent 13.5 four-wheel drive. Buggy brought to you by J Concepts, Gavin Zernert, Brian Shoemate, McCoy Martin, Jordan Heffler, Jenny Roper, Dylan Bontranger, Ross Johnson, Alan Holliday, and Shane Williams.
Two marshals in the middle. Let's go. All right, you got some more laps. Let's get them lined up. Gavin, you're going to go on the cone, followed by Brian, McCoy, Jordan, Jenny, Dylan, Russ, Alan, and Shane. Kevin, if you can grab that empty spot. Kevin Castillo. Kevin. Thank you. All right, guys, Gavin, on the cone. Oh, I don't have one on the top left. Top left.
All right, Gavin taking your TQ in seating.
Top left by the podium. I need a marshal over there. All right, guys, here we go. Gavin on the cone. Everybody else listen for your name. Lesson 5. Brian McCoy.
So we are on board with our
Jordan,
current leader, Gavin Zinnert, who has been the toast of the town in this class this weekend.
Russ, Allen, and Shane.
All right, so Kevin's in it out there throwing down an 18.6 right off the bat, right behind him. McCoy Martin 18.7, Jenny Roper for 18.8, Brian Shoemate 19.3, Jordan Heffler 19.7. You are watching the J Concepts Indy 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy. Heat 5 of 5. Up next is the fast spec mod or stock guys, as we call them.
Front right now to 17.516. Jenny Roper at number 2 spot 16.502. McCoy in at number 3 at 16.505. Shoemate now to that number 3. McCoy working at number
Gavin
2.
looking very solid out there as he goes through the Exalt corner, through the chicane, and down the straightaway we see Gavin, and it's going to be an 18.7 for him. So his fast lap of an 18.6. Right now, Brian Shoemate has the fastest lap of the race so far of an 18.5. He's currently in second.
Gavin out in front, coming back towards start, finish 17.5, 17. Got an 8 tenths of a second lead right now up on McCoy, who's in the 2. Brian Shoemate working at number 3 spot, 1, 2, and 3. Right now separated by 8 tenths of a second.
Gavin's in it, about to be in some traffic there. Oh, one of them getting out of the way for him. He has to navigate these two cars in there. He is currently the leader. And in TQ, he's the only one on a 17-lap pace with a 17.518. McCoy Martin on the cusp of a 17-lapper. He's on a 16.5 flat.
Tight right now before the race lead between Gavin, McCoy, and Brian. 1 second, all the gap between 1, 2, and 3. Jenny Roper now getting
So, Gavin now throwing on an 18.5.
Jordan working at number 5.
McCoy right behind him, 4 tenths of a second back. So McCoy looking to make a surge and challenge Gavin for that overall. Brian Shoemate not too far behind. Gavin making quick work of that traffic as he comes across the line at 18.7 for him. McCoy right behind him. McCoy a 19.2 long lap for him. He falls back to 8 tenths of a second behind McCoy. Behind Gavin. Shoemate in third. Heffler in fourth. Jenny Roper in fifth.
Jenny Roper in that number 4 spot. Jordan Heffler in that 5. Al Holiday to 6. 4, 5, and 6 very close together. They're separated by just over 1 second. We have a 3-car breakaway now for the race lead. You got 7 seconds up on the field.
Zernet leading this so far from lights. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Brian Shoemate up to second.
As McCoy works to 3. McCoy only 2 tenths of a second back. Easy, easy, easy. Easy, McCoy, easy.
Zernert 15. He's on a 17.517. Brian Shoemate on a 16.501. Gavin, Brian, McCoy, Jenny, Jordan, and Allen all going faster than our previous TQ of Chris of 15.501 set by Chris Ciafari.
Gavin right now out in front. Brian Shoemate in number 2 spot. McCoy in the 3. Jenny Roper in the 4. Alan Holiday in the 5. Jordan Heffler in the 6. McCoy, Jenny, Allen, and Jordan are extremely close together. With a minute 20 left to go.
Gavin looking very good out there. He was the fastest guy in seeding yesterday. This is his local track. Very helpful young man. And he is throwing down some very good laps. 18 flat, that's the fastest lap of the race. 18 flat from Gavin on lap 13. Brian Shoemate right behind him. Jenny Roper having a good run as well, up in third. McCoy Martin in fourth. Alan Holiday in fifth. Followed by Jordan Heffler, Dylan Pondranga, Ross Johnson, and Shane Williams.
Back over that 3 spot. Jenny comes across the line. She's back to the 3. They're only separated by 2 tenths of a second here.
Gavin making his first mistake of the race. It'll cost him some time. Let's see how much it costs him at the end of this lap. 25 seconds left to go in this race.
There's a long lap here for Gavin. Waiting to come back to the line.
Gavin, that's a 22-1 for him. He's now on a 17.518 pace, still out front. Shoemate right behind him, 2.6 seconds. Roper, 5.4 back of Shoemate.
Race clock is about to expire. They're only separated here by half a second.
And Gavin Zinner going to take this from lights to flags. Great TQ run for Gavin in this first round of qualifying here in the J Concepts Indy 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy. Behind him will be Brian Shoemate, Jenny Roper, McCoy Martin, and Alan Halliday. Well done, guys. There's Rush Johnson. He actually finished in 8th. He'll finish 10th overall. So Chris Safari, Seth Patton bumping up from the previous one. They will be in 8th and 9th. Well done, Gavin. We're going to go down and have an interview with him.
What is up? We're here with Gavin, who just got the top qualifier for round 1 in four-wheel drive Indy. How did that feel out there? You look good.
Feels pretty good. You know, a few little bobbles, you know, trying to make sure the cars are worked out. But otherwise, I mean, everything's feeling pretty good right now.
All right, man. We'll get back there and get it all set up for next round. Good job, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Back to you guys.
Guys, I'm AJ Marasco.
And I'm Kyle Go.
And we are Team
Team
Exalt.
Exalt.
All right, up next is your first heat of the Exalt Expert 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy. We have 4 heats of this. This is race number 23. Good morning to everybody out there on YouTube and Facebook. Hope you guys are enjoying the coverage. Please, if you are, hit that like button, hit that share button, get this out in the algorithm. We are broadcasting to the WRCE YouTube page as well as the Florida Carpet Championship Facebook and Elite RC Production Facebook page as well. We are currently on board with, I believe this is Josh Hartman. You'll see when he comes across the line. Dave Witten, and there's orange wheels. Oh, Dave getting a little bit wide out there.
We're going to have second lead up on Jimmy Morris in the 2. Greg working at number 3. 6 Henson, second back in the 2. Andrew in the 4. Cody Thompson 5. Josh Hartman in the 6. Richard Long in the 7.
Dave Witten currently on a 17.516 pace. He has Jimmy Morris 0.03 of a second back. Greg Carico 1 second back. Andrew Skrekerick half a second back. Cody Thompson now 3.6 back. So the top 5 separated by 5.4 seconds. But right now we are following this orange wheeled car of Dave Witten.
Jimmy Morris on a 17.515 as well. Jimmy now going to take over the top spot. Take back. Craig going to move to the top of the leaderboard. Andrew to the top of the leaderboard. Long left here for Andrew. Wait there. Come back to the line. It's going to the race lead to Greg here. Greg down to
Uh-oh, Dave getting it big wrong. That's going to allow Jimmy by. I'm pretty sure of that as they come across the line. If Jimmy Carico now going up to that top spot, I'm pretty sure Jimmy's going to inherit it when he comes across the line. Nope. Carico holding on to that top spot. Carico just coming across the line. So it's Carico, Morris, Witten, Cody Thompson up to that 4th spot. We are on board with Greg Carico, representing Factory Tracks. I'm pretty sure Al Horn and everybody are watching. Jimmy Morris now taking over that top spot. But we are following car number 2. That is actually Dave Witten, who is currently in 3rd, who we're following right now. So Jimmy Morris, our leader, just about to come across the loop. So Jimmy is that white car right in front of us. All right, there we go, that white and pink of Jimmy Morris. He's absolutely flying, just threw down an 18.7. He is on a 16-lap 5:01 pace. Jimmy comes down the straightaway, over that little hump jump, over the single. Oh, he goes, almost gets it wide into the wall. Through the U-turn.
2 minutes left to go.
Through the chicane. And down the straightaway for a 18.7 lap. He's currently on a 16.501. On the cusp of a 17 lapper. Greg Carico right behind him. 3 seconds back. Dave Witten 2.4. Followed by Andrew Skrekovic and Cody Thompson, your top 5. Josh Hartman and Richard Long in 6th and 7th. Riley Filbert not racing four-wheel drive. Oh, Morris getting it wrong. But still in the lead. He's got a 4.9. Oh, no, getting a big wrong over. This is going to cost him a lot of time because that marshal has to come right across from the straightaway. And here we see him going over the big C jump, just flat bottoming, not landing on the down grade. And that is, he's still in front, but only by 0.2 of a second. But now on a 16.507 pace. Carico 0.2 back of him. Dave Witten in 3rd, Andrew Skrekovic in 4th, and Cody Thompson in 5th.
16.507. Greg holding on number 2 spot. Dave Witten working in number 3. Andrew in the 4 as the race clock is about to expire.
Well done to Jimmy Morris. He's going to take the win and set that early TQ pace, followed by Greg Carico, Dave Witten, Andrew Skrekovic, Cody Thompson in 5th, Josh Hartman in 6th, and Richard Long in 7th.
Guys, you're all done. I need a little bit of volunteer mark-up in this one. There's only 7 racers.
All right, there's the infamous mac and cheese. There's Sonny Santucci. Was having a chat with him about monster trucks earlier. So up next, 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy. What do you like? Exalt, heat number 2 of 4. Sonny Santucci, Shane Albarico, Matthew Pyle, Mac and Cheese, Cody Dudley, Damon Teal, Kyle Peckett, and Brian Hutchison.
Take your time, Sonny. We're good. Take your time, buddy.
Race 24 of 9.
Guys, go ahead and line them up in the corner.
So up next, some fast stock guys. After that, we get into the mod class.
Followed by Shane, Matthew, Mac, Cody, Damon, Kyle, and Brian.
I met all those guys. Sonny C. Dudley. There was another gentleman out there. I forget his name. But all of them pitting together. So I was out there talking to him for about 10 minutes.
Mac and Cheese, are you going to pull out a two-wheel drive or are you staying with two-wheel? You're done with two-wheel? Okay, thank you. Sonny, you ready to go, buddy? All right, Sonny, you're going to leave stuff on the tone. Everybody else, listen for your name. Shane.
There we are. Shane Santucci. Sonny Santucci. That's Sonny Santucci starting out in that white and yellow car. Yeah, we was geeking out on monster trucks for a little bit. And I definitely want to get to a monster truck event at some point.
Getting the first lap senior, we'll call it out. Jimmy Morris set TQ at a 16.506.
But Mac and Cheese out to the front. Sonny now in second. Mac and Cheese coming on that green and blue. There, Mac and Cheese is that green and blue car out there. The infamous Mac and Cheese running an antenna tube. He's got a little antenna tube as well, black antenna tube. Mac and Cheese coming by for 18.399. He's currently in a 17.505 pace. Going up over the big ski jump. Mac and Cheese, that blue-pink car with yellow and yellow wheels, has a black antenna tube. Very hard to see, but he does have an antenna tube.
120 down, 340 left to go. Mac and Cheese right now leading the way, 17.
What's up, Rory Holler? Thank you. I just had a cup of coffee. We appreciate that. You can do it on the No Name RC podcast, though. Join our Patreon program. No, it's not going to be a long day, Rory. We have 2 rounds of qualifiers today. That's it. So we have one more round after this. We're almost done with this round.
So we're down to 28 heats now. 28 heats instead of 29, so there was a small adjustment.
So now we only have 28 heats, so we have 4 more to go. Shane Albarico now out front, followed by Matthew Powell, Damon Teal, Sonny Santucci, Brian Hutchinson, Mac and Cheese falling down.
In the four-wheel drive, I was able to eliminate a heat.
So
Made a change there.
right now we are currently following Mac and Cheese, who is in 5th. We need to find Matthew Pyle, who just came across the loop. There we are. That's Sonny Santucci right there, and I believe that's Matthew Pyle in that beautiful-looking car.
Thank you, Tyler Hooks. Tyler Hooks, one of our volunteer marshals.
Matthew Pyle currently in front. Matthew, that blue and pink, that is a beautiful paint job. Oh, great save by Matthew as he just clips the pipe. That is Matthew Pyle, that blue car, yellow wheels. He is flying right now. He's on a 17.509 pace.
6/10 of a second. Up on Shane, Sonny in at number 3.
As he carves that sweeper at the end of the straightaway.
25 up next.
He's got monster truck man Sonny Santucci right in front of him. Mac and Cheese. No, that wasn't Mac and Cheese. I believe that is. Nope, that is not. That is actually Shane Albarico.
Down, 2 minutes left to go.
So Shane Albarico now in second. Matthew Powell right behind him, who is currently scored in first. So that's actually the battle for first and second, but they are separated by 2 seconds on the clock. But in front is Shane Albarico in that green and blue. And behind him is the first place car. Santucci is actually third. So this is first, second, and third in reverse order on the track.
Sonny in at number 2 spot. Shane in the 3. Mac and Cheese in the 4.
Kyle Paquette all the way down in 8th, celebrated his birthday this weekend. So, oh man, Paquette and oh no! What a great move by Matthew Powell, navigating his way through that myriad of traffic. This is our second place racer, Shane Albarico.
Matthew Powell right now with a 3-second lead here up on Shane.
So,
Mac and Cheese in at number 3 spot. Shane, Sonny in the number 4.
Oh, sorry, this is our leader, Matthew Pyle, green and blue. I thought he was Shane Albarico, so that must be Shane Albarico in that blue and yellow. I do apologize. Matthew out to a 2.8 second lead.
Matthew Powell 17.5.
Absolutely, it was a mess.
Shane in the number 2 spot on the 17.
But Matthew Pyle making his way through it. It's Pyle, Albarico, Mac and Cheese, Santucci, and Damon Teal, your top 5. Hutchinson, Cody Dudley, and Kyle Paquette making up the 8th. Got you, Cameron. Thank you for that. I didn't see your comment. I appreciate that. I do apologize. Looks like he's running a TLR, green and blue. This is our leader. I do appreciate when you guys call out the colors for us because they don't have any numbers, and trying to follow them over the loop makes it very difficult. But this is our leader, Matthew Powell, who's going to take it by 3.8 seconds, setting a 17.509 pace, followed by Shane Albarico, Mac and Cheese, Sonny Santucci, Damon Teal, Brian Hutchinson, Cody Dudley, and Kyle Paquette. Oh, no. So good race by there is Mac and Cheese, the infamous one.
Matthew Pyle taking the win and resetting TQ 17.510. Waiting on Kyle Paquette.
Let's see, CDB.
And there we go, guys.
What's up, Kevin Casson? I do have a voice. Well done, Matthew Pyle.
Up next.
Pat Mac and Cheese beat me at a 1/8 race a few years ago with a body held together by duct tape and zip ties. I haven't been the same since, unable to eat mac and cheese. He's scarred for life. What's up, Kevin Caston? What's up, Densu? ¿Cómo está? Glenn Mathis. Yeah, that was a mess. Gavin V, otherwise known as Gary V.
Please, race 25 up next.
Thank you, Cameron Lee. I was confused. Ooh, I like that guy's shirt right there. Swindle Speed Lab. I like that. There's Trent Walker. So up next, we have Brady Carico, Nolan Manchester, Robbie Smith, Trent Walker, Sebastian Walker, Michael Russell, Brandon White, and Creed Nally. There's Brady Carico.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, need my marshals out here. Marshals, come on out, please. Get in position. Starting order is going to be Brady on the phone.
Gavin V says, Pat is crazy with anything RC. He picked up a stick radio like 3 weeks ago and wasn't much slower with it than a pistol grip.
Marshals on the top left-hand side.
Was sad. Alrighty, guys, if I am getting some of these cars wrong, just point them out. It definitely helps me out.
Marshals on the top left.
I'm doing something that can be considered racing. I'm having a lot of fun, though. I'm racing 21.5, which is probably the true stock class. It seems like it's a great class for anybody new getting into it. It's just the right speed. I am in race 4, sorry. You don't want to watch me, trust me. Hello, Glitch RC. I'm waiting for your messages of condemnation against me and my lap times.
30 seconds to go. Brady on the tone, less than 5. Nolan, Robbie.
So Brady Carico out front right now. This is your penultimate heat of 13.5 Expert, brought to you by Exalt. We will be taking a 1-hour lunch break after this. So Brady Carico coming by for 18 flat. Nolan Manchester out there flying for 17.9. Trent Walker 18 flat as well. Sebastian, Robbie Smith, Braden White, the 18 flat as well.
This is your B Group Resort out on the track right now.
What's up, Kim? How you doing? The Viking was flying last night. Let's see what he can do in 4-wheel drive.
Number 27. Need to be moving into safety, please.
So we are following Brady Carico. Behind him, I believe that's Nolan Manchester, Gene. That red and blue would be Nolan Manchester, who's currently in second. So this is 1 and 2 on the track, 1 and 2 in the scoring. Carico, Manchester, White, Russell, Creed, Nally. Brady Carico. Her race. Oh, woo! Almost a good save. He's going to lose that top spot as Manchester will go by. Actually, let's see. Manchester doesn't because he has an 18 lap. And Braden White now out to point for 17.8. Creed Nally back out to the front for 17.7. So we are having some switches going on. Let's see what Nolan Manchester can do in that orange and blue as he comes across the lap time, across the loop. Back out in front with a 17.4. He's currently on a 17.504 pace. Let's see what Creed Nally can do behind him. Creed coming by, and that is a 18.3, 18.4 for him, so he drops down to third. Trent Walker now in third. But Nolan Manchester, the young Floridian, currently out in front. Right now, him and Creed beating Matthew Pyle.
Jumpy goes. Top right-hand side of the track. Your race leader to the switchback down the front straightaway. Manchester with a 17.3 that time by. Now you'll put that gap up to 1.5 seconds. 17.503 is the pace for your race leader.
Nolan looking quite solid out there. Let's see what type of lap time this is when he comes by. Nolan with a slower 17.6 lap. He has the fastest lap of the race with a 17.3. Creed Nally right behind him. Trent Walker, Brady Carico, Robbie Smith, Braden White, Sebastian Walker, Michael Russell. Your running order.
Track crew, please have that tape ready.
But Manchester looking quite solid. A slow 18.2 for him. He is now 2.1 seconds ahead of Creed Nally. The leader is that orange and blue car coming out through the Exalt hump right now. In through the chicane is young Nolan Manchester. Down the straightaway he goes. A much better 17.6 lap for Nolan. And we are on board with camera 2. following him over the big ski jump as he goes through the Exalt curve, through the chicane, up on the berm, and 17.8. 17.503 pace for Nolan. We have Sesame Street on camera too, as he is. There we see young Nolan Manchester, very impressive at Epic at the Florida RC Championships about a month ago at Epic RC Complex up there in Newport Richey. Was that AMS as well? Had a good weekend.
Now there's 1, 2, and 3.
That was a good lap for Manchester, the 17.4. Trent now 3.6 seconds back. Uh-oh, Manchester getting wrong. Cutting it a bit too close and smashing right into that pipe. Coming to a complete stop.
Brady holding on to the 4. Trent Walker only 9,800 of a second behind Creed now.
Manchester, 18.7. Let's see what Creed can do, because Creed, Trent Walker for 18 flat. He's currently in third. Can he get by Creed Nally? Creed for 18 flat as well. Creed now 3.2 back. 30 seconds left to go in this race.
Track crew, 15 seconds left to go. Nolan Manchester with a 3.6 second lead here upon Creed Nally. As the race clock is about to expire.
Got 5 seconds in the race clock, and Nolan Manchester has put in a great run.
And there we go.
He has just thrust on a 17. Let's see what this lap is. A 17.5 for Nolan. He just sets new TQ for 17.503. Creed Nally in second. Trent Walker third. Braden White fourth. Brady Carico fifth. Robbie Smith 7-8. Sebastian Walker and Michael Russell running off your top 8. Manchester, Nally, Walker all go faster than Matthew Pyle. Overall top 5 is Nolan Manchester, Creed Nally, Trent Walker, Matthew Pyle, Braden White, Brady Carico, Shane Alberico, Robbie Smith, Mac and Cheese, and Sonny Santucci.
Hey guys, so this weekend we are introducing our new Team Exalt products. First weekend with the new products with the batteries and the motors. This weekend I'm running this 17.5 Expert 200R buggy.
All right, guys, this is Kyle Go. We're here at Masters of Dirt weekend. I'm here with Team Exalt, and we are unveiling our new Phoenix motors and our new X-rated batteries. I've opted for the 5700 in this truck, and as well as the new Phoenix 13.5. These products have been super helpful for me this weekend, running with the team, AJ, Kevin, getting stuff tuned in. This is definitely going to be something that you're going to want to have on your shelves at every hobby shop all over the country.
All right, so up next is our last race of the Exalt 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy, Expert 14.5. Martin Beyer, Max Lotso, Jeff Stakowitz. We're in shorts today. Daniel Chavez, Chad Smith Jr., Tyler Hooks, Kenny Setzer, Ashton Shimon, and Justin Green. Stacks put on his shorts today. So he's serious, because I've never seen him wear shorts. All right, so we are on board with X-Rays Martin Beyer, running that XLRM ESC. The people from XLRM are here as well. So lots of Europeans over here. Always good to see the Europeans coming over supporting the U.S. races. This is now dubbed the unofficial Carpet World Championships. And Chavez out to front right now with Bayer right behind him, Gotsu. Chavez running on a 17-1. There's Danny Chavez, your current reigning Raw National Champion. This is his home track. He won the national championships in carpet at this race. In four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive, I do believe. Running the Schumacher car. Let's see when Chavez comes by. A 17.4 for him. Beyer back out in front with a 17.1, followed by Gotsu. Setzer, fifth. Tyler Hooks, fifth.
going to come
There we see right behind him is the,
one of the heat. So we lost the heat there.
I think that's Jeff Stakowitz. Yep, that is Stakowitz moving up to the 6th position. Danny Chavez still in 5th. We are on board with Martin Beyer, who's currently in lead. Martin Beyer knocking on the cusp of a 16-second lap, a 17 flat just now, and not his fast lap. He has a 17.008. Martin Beyer absolutely flying. In front of him is Justin Green. So Martin Beyer, that orange and blue car, making the trip from Europe, Czechia, or Czech Republic as it was once called. Max Gotzer from Czech Republic as well. So it's once again X-Ray versus Schumacher. So these European companies coming all the way over to Europe to battle each other here in the stock class. The Expert 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy class brought to you by Exalt.
2:45 left to go. Martin, Max, Daniel, Tyler, Jeff, your top 5.
Martin Beyer looking flawless out there. For those of you complaining about this stock, why is he running stock? Well, I've been stopped thinking of stock as an intermediate class. It's a class on its own. We have professional stock racers out there. Well, we are currently following Martin Beyer, looking very good out there. His protege, Max Gotzel, right behind him, followed by Daniel Chavez. Tyler Hook's up in the 4th. Tyler Hook's having a very bad two-wheel drive qualifying session, braking while he was in the lead. Jeff Stacken's 5th. Martin Beyer is fast. He's a European champion in some classes. I'm not sure. Maybe one of our European followers will let us know what Martin Beyer is a European champion in. But he makes EOS finals and everything else, so he's definitely fast. Oh! That was close.
Martin now going to click off the 16.9 fast lap for himself.
Great spry feet by that Marshall. Beyer currently on an 18.509 pace, followed by Max Gotzel for 18.511. Chavez 18.512. Hook's on an 18.516 and Jeff Stakowitz on a 17.5 flat. He's knocking the door of an 18 lapper as well. Currently sitting in 5th is Stakowitz. Chavez having a 17.2 lap. Right now, Max Gotzel holds the record, a 16.98 for him. Both Beyer and Gotzel have reached into the 16-second lap times.
Martin, Daniel, Max, Tyler, and Jeff, your top 5.
Absolutely. Go to frame. They want to support Bruno and Ronafalk, and they're running stock, so they get some knowledge for him. And I don't consider stock a skill-based class like intermediate and nitro and all. I actually consider it its own class. I would love to see some of these top pro mod guys drop down and race some more stock and see what the top stock guys and top mod guys can do against each other. Right now, we have one of the top mod guys here, Martin Beyer, who doesn't run stock back home in Europe, out here putting on a school for these stock racers. Him and Max Gotzel. So it's X-Ray, Schumacher, Associated X-Ray, your top 5. We did see some high 15s yesterday. We might see some today as well. Martin Beyer going to take the win, followed by Max Gotzel, Danny Chavez, Tyler Hooks, Jeff Stakowitz, Chad Smith Jr., Ashton Schimmel, Kenny Setzer, Justin Green. Martin Beyer will take your overall TQ, followed by Max, Danny Chavez, Tyler Hooks. Nolan Manchester will hang on for 6th, Chad Smith Jr. 7th, Creed Nally 8th, Ashton Schimmel 9th, and Trent Walker 10th. So we're going to have a word with Martin Beyer right now. We're waiting for Chase to get down there. We hope you guys are enjoying.
All right, guys, put your cards down.
I say we call it spec mod, Kevin Katzen. The true stock class is 21.5.
All right, we're here with Martin Beyer, and I'm beginning to think since you top-seeded both rounds of four-wheel drive in Expert, and then you just TQ'd the first round of Expert four-wheel drive, I'm starting to think that you didn't come here to mess around.
No, the four-wheel drive is really good. I mean, I have a really good feeling. The car is really fast, really good bottom power, top speed, so I'm really confident with it. So four-wheel drive is really good.
All right. Well, good luck in round two. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Back to you guys.
All right, so we are on heat one of our WRCE Racing four-wheel drive modified buggy. Starting on pole, the S-Works driver from Austria, Antonia Kowalski. We are currently following Mrs. Kowalski, making a trip over here for the second time to the FCC. And she comes by. That's a 17-2 for her. Juan, and she takes over that top spot, followed by Tyler Marcy, David Alberico, Juan Lopez, and Nick Salto. We are still currently on our leader. Antonia Kowalski is leading the race. That pink and white car. Tyler Marcy is very close behind her. Let's see when he comes across the lock. Tyler Marcy out to front. He'll be this next blue car coming behind Kowalski. So there's Tyler Marcy. And he is currently in first.
Tyler Marcy right now leading the way, 18-5-15. David in the number 2 spot, 18-5-15.
He is flying out there right now. Let's see where Marcy comes out. Another 17-4 for him. He's on an 18-5-14. Oh, wow. David Alberico taking over that top spot with an 18-5-14. Followed by Tyler Marcy, Antonio Kowalski, Tristan Hackle, Juan Lopez, your top 5. We are currently following number 2, Tyler Marcy. Let's see what happens when he comes by the loop now. Back out in front, Tyler Marcy. David Alberico throwing on a flaming 17-3. So these guys are separated by 1/10 of a second. Let's find our top leader right now, David Alberico. He should be coming across the loop shortly. There's Alberico, that orange car. Oh, sorry, that green car.
3 minutes left to go.
We don't know when it comes across the loop.
Tyler
Marcy, though, still out front. A 17-1 for Marcy. So Alberico just ahead of this car. There's our leader, Tyler Marcy, who has David Alberico 0.2 of a second right behind him. Marcy, I believe, is on Schumacher. You are following the leader right now, camera 2. Camera 2 is Sesame Street. Over the big ski jump. Antonia Kowalski back up to the top. Let's see what happens when Marcy comes by. Oh, Antonia back to the lead. She's on an 18-5-14. We on board with female racer Antonia Kowalski making a trip from Austria as she flies down the straightaway. That's a 17-2 for her.
2 minutes left.
She is currently coming up over this small double, over to the ski jump. Composed after a couple rough laps running that S-Works car through the chicane round the berm onto the straightaway. 17-1 for her. She's dropped down to a 18-5-13 lap. So Antonia absolutely flying her in four-wheel drive. Up over the small double, over the ski jump she goes. Through the Exalt dogleg corner and through this chicane. Kowalski absolutely flying right now. A 17-1 for her just now. Fastest lap belongs to Juan Lopez. He's in the 16-9. The only one to break into that 16-second lap pace. Kowalski looking very consistent out there. We see Justin Green doing his turn marshalling duties. Wow, she is flying. 17-4. An 18-5-12 pace. Marcy is 1 second back of her.
Marcy in number 2, only 1 second back. David Albrico in that number 3 spot, half a second away.
Kowalski absolutely in the flow. She is in the groove right now. She is not making any mistakes. Maneuvering. Well done, lap traffic. There's a school on how you should get out of the way of faster competitors. You are all on your individual clock here. Another 17-3 for her. Still on that 8-5-12 pace with 13 seconds left to go in this race. Kowalski coming on very strong in the second half of this race. She was good in the beginning, had a few mistakes in the middle, and now flying. Can she bring it home with 2 seconds left to go? 17-3. She's been throwing consistent 17-3. She has an average of 17-3 actually. Fast up of 17-1. So she is looking absolutely fast right now. As she comes over the exalt hump, gets it a little bit wrong, but corrects it just in time. She will not lose much time. 17-5. That was an 18-5-12 for Antonia. Kowalski sets that early 2Q. Well done, Antonia. Do you see the young lady from Austria? Juan Lopez, there is Miller Freud right next to her, who finished in 7th. What up, guys? I see this is a very extensive conversation going on in the chat. While you guys are there, make sure you hit that like button. We have 271 people watching. All right, guys. Up next is our WRCE Racing four-wheel drive modified buggy heat 2 of 3. You have Julian Oliveras, Joe Bornos, Aaron Kaufman, Brandon Foote, Braxton Colley, Maurice Lottenbach, Taylor Sontag, Brendan Schimmel, Ryan Cavalieri, and Joran Newman. So we got some fast guys here, world champions, European champions, up-and-coming young racers. Maurice Lottenbach, the son of Jürgen Lottenbach, the owner of LRP.
Starting order is going to be Julian, Joe, Aaron,
Patrick Riggin tuning on Costa. I'm not sure who that is. Smash that like button, guys. We only have 61 likes and there's 261 people watching. Remember, after race 28, we will be taking a 1-hour lunch break. I think we'll let some interviews play while we're doing that. Let me confirm that with my producer. All right, this is the penultimate heat of the modified four-wheel drive buggy, brought to you by WRCE Racing. Coastal RC. Okay, got you, Groundswell. Yeah, we got, do we have Brendan? Yeah, we do have Brendan Schimmel in this one. And off first is Julian Oliveras.
Brandon, Braxton,
behind him, Joe Bornhorst.
Sontag, Schimmel, Cav, and Jorn.
All right, so let's let these guys come across the loop, and see what they do. Oliveras with a 16-7, Bornhorst with a 17. Brandon Foote, don't sleep on Brandon Foote, absolutely flying. Taylor Sontag, Aaron Kaufman, Joe Bornhorst, Braxton Colley, Brendan Schimmel, Jorn Newman up to 4th. We are currently following the blue and white car of Brandon Foote, representing the Pacific Northwest. That was a 16-5 for Brandon. Around the horseshoe, up over the double. Let's see if Brandon Foote can get a solid 5-minute run in here. Brandon, that is going to be a 16.5. Brandon, he's currently on a 19.5-15 pace. Behind him, Tater Sontag, Julian Oliver, Jean Newman, Joe Bornhorst, your top 5. Cavallari knocking on the door of Newman, sorry. And with that, Cavallari bumps up to 4th with a 16.7. Brandon Foote, though, not putting any foot wrong right now as he flies around this carpet track. This is Brandon Foote we are following right now from the Pacific Northwest. Up and over the ski jump, through the exalt corner, and this chicane into the berm. That's going to be a good lap, a 17.6 for him. He's currently dropped down to an 18.5. So Foote trying to pick up the pace and get back on that 19-lap pace. He can do it. He looks like he has Joe Bornhorst in front of him. Coming up. Let's see what type of lap time. A 16, a long lap for him. 17.2 for Foote. Tater Sontag to the point, followed by Jorn Newman. So let's find our leader, Tater. Your current reigning two-wheel drive world champion, Tater Sontag. Oh, bouncing it just off the pipe. Going to lose a few tenths right there as he comes across the loop. Let's see. He has Jorn Newman right behind him. Jorn Newman out to the top. So Newman in that orange and yellow car. But Tater, coming from the loop now, that's a 16.7 for Tater, still in second. Jorn Newman coming across the loop now. Let's see if we can follow our leader. There's Jorn Newman. We are still on board. We are still on board with Jorn Newman.
Tater Sontag continuing to lead the way. Cavallari working the 3, 1, 2, 3.
Still following our, well now Tater Sontag's up to our lead after a long lap for Jorn Newman. It's currently Sontag, Foote, Oliveras, Cavallari, Newman, your top 5.
3 minutes down, 2 minutes left.
We are currently following the pink and purple car of Tater Sontag, your current reigning two-wheel drive world champion. As he gathers himself after some hard laps. Right in front of him, I want to say, is Joe Bornhorst, or maybe, so I can't tell. That's Big Joe right in front of him. Joe Bornhorst. No, that's not Joe. Actually, that might be. That might be. I can't tell who that is, but it's Sontag, Oliveras, Cavallari, Jorn Newman now up to 4th. Kaufman in 5th. That's Kaufman right there, actually, who Tater got by. So Kaufman currently scored in 5th. He's on an 18.58. Tater on the cusp of a 19-lapper. He's 18.5. 18.5 for him. Oliveras back on an 18.503. Cavallari 18.503. Newman on an 18.504. And Bornhorst on an 18.508. They have just under a minute left. There we see young Tater Sontag, now 17 years old, up and through the tabletop, over that little hump, around the horseshoe, up and over the small double, predecessing the ski jump. Tater looking very good right now. This looks like a very good lap with 40 seconds left to go for Tater. That's a 16.4 for him. So Tater finding some pace in the latter half of this race. Still knocking on the door of a 19-lap race. He needs to find just about a second to accomplish that. 16.5 for him. He's still staying at that 18.5 lap. Needs 0.6 of a second to get up into that 19-lap range, sorry. He gets by Joe Bornhorst. Great driving by Sontag and Bornhorst. You're running order Sontag, Cavallari, Newman, Oliveras, Bornhorst, Kaufman, Foote, Lautenbach, Cully, and Schimmel. Schimmel out, unfortunately.
Julian 4. Julian done to the 4.
Well done. Good job to Tater Sontag. Ryan Cavallari, the GOAT, up in second. He threw down a 18.502. Jorn Newman was 18.503. Oliveras, great run for him, 18.503. Bornhorst running off your top 5 for 18.507. Kaufman, Foote, Lautenbach, Braxton Cully will make up your top 9. Schimmel out early. I want to thank all you guys for joining us for the coverage. We have one more race left, and then we will be taking a 1-hour late break. lunch break. But before we go, hit that like button. We are not changing streams, by the way. We will continue on with the stream. We have 298 people in here, and nobody hitting that like button. We only have 64 likes. Smash that like button. Let's get up to 100 likes. Come on, guys. Smash, smash, smash away. So here we have Michael Orlowski, followed by David Runafog. There's Daniel Kobovic. Let's go down the driver's stand. There's Kai Goff, new hat this weekend today. Bruno Coelho, Mitra Widemeyer, Spencer Rifkin, Lee Setzer, Brock Champlin, and right next to Brock, Dakota Fenn. So I was informed by Danny that we're going to have to cut the stream because we went out and bought a battery backup just in case we have any more blackouts or power surges. So we will go off air for the hour. We will go off air for the hour that we are on lunch break and be back for race number 1 of Q2. So starting on pole, Dakota Fenn, Mikhail Orlowski, David Runafog, Bruno Coelho, Daniel Kobovic, Brock Champlin, Spencer Rifkin, Lee Setzer, Mika Widemeyer, and Kai Goff.
Alrighty, guys. 10 on the tone. Everybody else listen for your name in lesson 5. Orlowski, Ronafalt, Coelho, Kobovic, Champlin, Rifkin, Setzer, Wiedmeyer.
All right, let's let these guys get their first laps in. I heard a hard smack. So somebody hit something very hard. Not sure who it is. It wasn't this guy, though. All right, Orlowski for 16.2, Coelho for 16.4, Fenner 16.5, Setzer 16.8, Champlin 16.8, Spencer Rifkin 18.1. Ooh, Ronafalk for 16.9, Widemeyer for 16.9. No start from Kobovic. Not sure what. Maybe he was the guy who smacked up. But right now we are following our leader, Mikhail Orlowski, representing Poland.
Orlowski right now leading the way in the Schumacher.
Mikhail flying down there for 16.6, currently on a 19.5.13 pace. Behind him to go to Fenn. Brock Champlin, David Ronafalk, Bruno Coelho, top 5.
Champlin in the number 3. Ronafalk working the 4.
So Mikhail Orlowski got Dakota Fenn right behind him, but still holding on. They are separated by 8/100ths of a second. Orlowski right behind Fenn on the track, but in the scoring, it is Orlowski. Brock Champlin now up to that second place as Dakota moves down to 3rd. Bruno Coelho down to 4th. David Ronafalk down to 5th. So let's find our second place driver, Brock Champlin. There's Brock right behind him. Actually, there's Brock right behind him. All right, so we are on second place driver, Dakota Fenn. Right behind him, Brock Champlin. Maybe we can zoom out so we can get Brock Champlin in the mix as well. There's Brock Champlin in Schumacher car. Chasing down, is that Schumacher or is that Orlowski? Actually, that is Orlowski. So these guys are 1 and 2 on the track, sorry. Got their colors confused. Orlowski still holding on to that first spot. Wow, 3/10. Oof, it's so close. Fenn throwing down a 16.3. Champlin for 16.2. Coelho for 16.4. Oh, Fenn bouncing it off the pipe. And there is Orlowski as they coming down the straightaway. Orlowski out front. Brock Champlin out there. So Fenn dropping down to 4th. Woo. Bruno Coelho up to 2nd. So Bruno Coelho in that orange and white car. X-ray. So Orlowski still out in front. He is now trying to help. Oh, Bruno Coelho takes over that top spot. Bruno Coelho. Let's find Coelho in that orange and white car. He is currently in the front spot. Let's see what Mikhail Orlowski does when he comes across the lap. There we see Coelho right behind Bruno coming through the chicane, about to come on the straightaway. So let's find Bruno Coelho.
16 flat, that turn by for Bruno as he turns his fastest lap of the race.
There we are with Bruno Coelho, our current leader representing X-Ray and Portugal. Absolutely flying as Coelho, Orlowski, Fenn, Champlin, Ronafalk.
Bruno still maintaining race lead, 3/10 of a second up on the field. 1:30. to go. 130.
130 left to go. Coelho's flying through that U-shaped
Up and over the ski jump.
chicane over the ski jump.
Second place down.
Let's see what he does when he comes across his lap. It's going to be a slightly stir after that bubble. Orlowski right behind him. 2/10 back. Bruno for 16.4. Orlowski for 16.2. Fender for 16 flat. Champlin, Ronafog, your top 5, all in low 16s. Separated by 2.5 seconds. But right now, Bruno Coelho not feeling the pressure. He's been in this position many, many times. He's a multi-time world champion, European champion. As he comes across the lap, that's a 16.4 over the tabletop, over that small hump, and he's going to make short work of this horseshoe chicane. Over the ski jump, we see Coelho by. This looks like a solid lap for Coelho. 16.4 was his last lap. Let's see what he can do when he comes across the loop. No! That's a 16.1 for Coelho. Absolutely flying. Sets. Coelho is absolutely on fire as he's about to get into some lap traffic. Looks like that is actually Orlowski and Fenn right in front of him. So Fenn and Orlowski battling it out for first and second. For second on the board. And Coelho trying to make a move past him. He is the fastest car on this track. Another 16.1. He's 1.4 seconds ahead of Brock Champlin. So we are going to stay on board with Coelho. We have 20 seconds left to go. Coelho is absolutely flying. He has Mikhail Orlowski and Dakota Fenn right in front of him. Let's stick on Coelho, please. There's Coelho, that orange and black car. He's our leader. As he comes up over the ski jump. Through the hump in the exalt corner. Bruno Coelho coming by. That's going to be a 16.2. He's on a 19.510. He's 1.8 seconds ahead of Champlin. An exciting last quarter of the race for Coelho. He is absolutely flying, stamping his authority here. Let's see when he comes by now. Coelho comes across the line. Another 16.1. Wow. Coelho absolutely flying. Coelho, Champlin, Orlowski, Fenn, Ronafog, Setzer, Rivkin, Kygov, Mitchell Weidemeyer, Daniel Kobovic. Unfortunately not making the start. What a race, guys. That is absolutely a flying, exceptional example of racing by the Prince of Portugal, Bruno Coelho, as he congratulates his X-Ray teammates. So X-Ray taking the win, the TQ over S-Works. Over S-Works as well, but over Schumacher. So it's X-Ray, Schumacher, TLR, and X-Ray. What a great race. Absolutely flying. Wow. So with that said, we're going to have an interview with Bruno Coelho, and then we're going to go on our 1 hour break. We will be resetting we are picking back up at 1:35 according to Lance. EST. We will be resetting the live feed because we have to put our battery back up in there to avoid any more brownouts. And we are about to get to an interview with Chase and Bruno Coelho.
All right, we're here with Bruno Coelho, who just TQ'd 4-wheel drive. Man, you looked lightning fast out there.
Yeah, at the beginning I was a bit stressful. I was like getting used to the car, coming from 2-drive to 4-drive, it changed completely. So I was just like, don't do any mistake, first laps, and then I tried to get more confident and more confident, The car was really, really good. So I just tried, to keep it on the wheels and make it like constant laps, lower laps, and then I saw I was catching them slowly, and I was like, okay, just don't do any mistake, and then, it was very good.
All right, well, great job. Good luck in round 2.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Back to you guys. We got an hour break, so we're going to chill for a little bit. Back to you guys up there.
All right, everybody, we will be back at 1:35 EST time. We will be shutting down this feed and starting a new one because we just went out to Walmart and bought ourselves a battery backup. So stay tuned. We will be posting this backup on the Facebook pages. And don't go anywhere because we will be back for another round of action here at the 2023 Florida Carpet Championships. With that said, Lefty out. See you guys in an hour.